How to move on, reclaiming your power after rejection. Let me start with a question. Have you ever been rejected by someone you genuinely cared about? Maybe they stopped testing. Maybe they chose someone else. Maybe they told you they weren't interested. Or maybe they simply drifted away without giving you the closure you deserve. If you've experienced any of that, then you know rejection can feel incredibly personal. It can make you question your worth, your attractiveness, your personality, even your future. But what if I told you that rejection is not always a reflection of your value? Think about that for a moment. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make after rejection is turning someone else's decision into a verdict on their self-worth. Just because one person couldn't see your value doesn't mean it isn't there. And just because a relationship didn't work out doesn't mean you are unlovable. Yet many people react to rejection by doing exactly the opposite. They replay conversations over and over. They analyze every message. They search for mistakes. They wonder what they could have done differently. Have you ever caught yourself doing that? Be honest. How much time have you spent trying to understand why someone rejected you and instead of focusing on how to heal from it? Here's the truth. The moment someone rejects you, you have a choice. You can spend months chasing answers that may never come. Or you can begin reclaiming your power. And reclaiming your power starts with acceptance, not approval. Acceptance. There's a difference. You don't have to like what happened. You don't have to agree with it. But you do have to acknowledge reality. The relationship ended. The opportunity passed. The person chose a different path. The sooner you stop fighting reality, the sooner healing can begin. Now let me ask you another question. What are you holding on to? Is it the person or is it the future you imagined with them? For many people, the pain isn't just about losing someone. It's about losing the story they created in their minds. The vacations they imagined, the memories they hoped to create, the life they pictured together. Sometimes we are grieving a dream more than a person. And recognizing that can be incredibly freeing. Another important step is resisting the urge to seek validation from the person who rejected you. This is where many people get stuck. They think, if I can just make them see my value, I'll feel better. But here's the problem. Your healing cannot depend on someone else's approval. Your confidence cannot depend on someone changing their mind. Your worth was never theirs to determine. Read that again in your mind. Your worth was never theirs to determine. Now, does that mean rejection won't hurt? Of course not. You are human. Pain is part of the experience. But pain and powerlessness are not the same thing. You can feel hurt and still move forward. You can feel disappointed and still grow. You can feel rejected and still believe in yourself. In fact, some of the strongest people you'll ever meet have experienced significant rejection. The difference is that they didn't allow rejection to define them. Instead, they used it as redirection. Sometimes a closed door is protecting you from a relationship that wasn't right for you. Sometimes what feels like a loss today becomes a blessing you understand later. Have you ever looked back on someone who desperately wanted years ago and realized they weren't actually the right person for you? Many of us That's because clarity often arrives after emotions settles. So, what should you do right now if you are struggling to move on? Invest in yourself, reconnect with friends, learn something, take care of your health, pursue goals you've neglected, create a life that excites you regardless of your relationship status. Because uh, the goal isn't to make someone regret losing you. The goal is to become so focused on your growth that their decision no longer controls your happiness. And here's something powerful to remember: every day you spend chasing someone who rejects you is a day you are unavailable to the opportunities, relationships, and experiences waiting ahead. Don't allow one person's decision to become the center of your life story. Your story is much bigger than that. So if you are dealing with rejection today, I want you to remember this. Rejection is an event. It is not your identity. It is a chapter. It is not the whole book. And while you may not control who chooses you, you absolutely control how you respond. Choose healing, choose growth, choose self respect, choose yourself. Because the moment you stop seeking your value from the person who rejected you is the moment you begin reclaiming your power. And I've, I would love to hear from you. What one lesson rejection has taught you that ultimately made you stronger? Share it below and let's encourage someone who may be going through a difficult season right now. Follow and subscribe. Have a great day. This is General Lulu. Bye bye.